This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in New Jersey. I'm here with Tarafied Publishing. Since 2019, she is helping female entrepreneurs reactivate their lives through self-publishing while overcoming worry, fear, and anxiety to regain control of their lives. I'm joined with Tara Hayes, who is the author. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thank you so much for having me, Gary.
I'm going to start off a little bit about yourself. You're formally educated at Camden County College and Rutgers University. Prior to helping others, anxiety has always been part of your everyday life. You simply wanted to feel normal, not be anxious, so you could live your life without fear and worry. Now, as a focused mental wealth mentor, when you zeroed in on exactly who you wanted to help, you began helping women. Share with me a little bit how this all got started for you and what brought you here today.
Okay. How it all got started for me, Gary, is I was in a point in my life where I needed to figure out who I was. I went to school for accounting, as you mentioned. I went to Rutgers University, and I was working in the field, and I got laid off from two accounting jobs. So within a 10-month period. And by this point, my confidence was shot, and I didn't want to get another accounting job because I was thinking I was going to get fired. So I said, what can I do? How can Tara figure out who she is? And that's when I came across a self-publishing course. And at the same time, I still had a lot of anxiety, and I went to therapy for help with my anxiety, and I was resistant. So when I came across the course, I basically narrowed down what I wanted to write about. I didn't know immediately. I wanted to write about a topic that was dear to me and also that other people could resonate with. So that's when I narrowed it down to writing about sharing my story with anxiety. That's how I got here, basically.
That is excellent. Great story. Basically, getting removed from a couple jobs made you pause, refocus, and go in a different direction. Many issues can hinder our happiness and block our path to fulfillment and success. You are a self-proclaimed anxiety advocate. So let's start by defining for the viewers, what is anxiety?
Anxiety for me
Mhm.
it stemmed from low self-esteem. When I was growing up, I had no self-esteem. So when you have low self-esteem, you have negative thoughts about yourself, negative thoughts about your appearance, who you are, and then also I didn't have any social skills. So I had all form of anxiety. I had social anxiety. I had anxiety about who I was as a person, not knowing who I was. So anxiety can manifest as in negative thinking, sweaty palms, losing track of your thought, losing focus, and basically um, withdrawing from the world. Like I experienced in all those things because of my anxiety. So, and if you have this, like I have high function
Yeah.
anxiety.
I
So
mean,
there's a difference. Like
it
there's
can it can definitely be different for everyone, but like you say, what you're describing is something that's pretty common for most folks that experience it. You now understand and you recognize anxiety, but for you and for others, can it kind of be hard to define exactly what they're feeling, and do many not even recognize what it is?
Yeah, I would say a lot. You may not recognize what it is. Like I even wrote that in my book, Panic to Picnic: How to Find Your Own Personal Path to Peace of Mind. How my first experience with anxiety was when I was about 9 years old. Like I was in church and I had this feeling, this uncomfortable feeling. And I think it's because I was high on a balcony. And then as soon as I left that church, I was fine. So you could have it and not even realize it. And it wasn't until I sought out therapy and then I began my own personal development routine, which I realized that I had anxiety and I had to do something about it. So,
Speaking of doing something about it, I mean, defining and realizing what we suffer from is just the starting point. Next, to find natural solutions to manage or overcome this. Was this kind of the start of your journey? And what did you find?
exactly. It was the start of my journey. Like I mentioned, I was in therapy, but I was resistant to what I was, the tools and the strategies I was given. And then as soon as I wrote my book, and because I was on prescription medication for years, and as soon as I wrote my book and shared my story, and what was working for me. Like what began working for me was breathing exercises, which I learned in therapy. Also, what else I learned in therapy was about meditation. So once I began applying it to something, applying it to my story, and then telling other people that it works, like once I began telling other people that it works, I said, I have to be the example. And that's what, like, my own personal journey, like I'm showing other people, so I better be doing what I'm sharing. And that's what really made the turning point for me. And it held me accountable, basically.
Excellent. So we're talking journaling, nutrition, exercise, even a positive mindset. Are all these the tools that are now part of what you teach and you share with others?
Exactly. Yes. I actually teach women how to develop their own journaling routine
Yeah.
because I know it can be hard to stay consistent with it. But once you get consistent with one thing, like got consistent with daily exercise first. Once I got consistent with that, I was struggled a little bit with my journaling routine, but I said, hey, I'm doing exercise daily. So I'm going to make sure that I combine what I'm struggling with inconsistently with what I'm doing consistently. And that made my journaling routine consistent. And then just by hosting the journaling challenges, the Reactivate Your Life Challenge, that has helped me accountable and helping other women develop a consistent journaling routine. So I teach that. And I also help with meditation as well for myself. I do daily meditation, like a 10-minute meditation. And I do recommend when I work one-on-one, like with women, if they can fit in a meditation, that would help as well, because that's what helped me. And nutrition as well. I do blend smoothies every day. So I like to share a smoothie on my blog, like the ones that I like to share.
That is great. You're talking a very natural approach that you've taken, and it definitely has helped. I mean, one of the ways that you began helping others was by writing a book, The Panic to Picnic. Explain how that came about, and what will people learn as they read that?
Okay, so the title of the book actually came about. I had a Facebook group, and it was held for women who have anxiety, and experience and the tips that I provide. So one woman in the comments said that it's definitely no picnic having anxiety. So I said, hey, Panic to Picnic. And that's exactly how the title came about. You basically get over your problems with panic, and then you develop this personalized routine and get to your peaceful picnic. So that's how Panic to Picnic came about. And I just wanted to share that for me and for anyone else that not wants an alternative other than medication, because I was told that I would never get off. Like I was told I have to be on medication for my entire life. So it was up to me to develop my personalized routine and to look at these natural solutions. So that's how it came about for me, how Panic to Picnic came about.
That's great. I mean, finding your own personal path, documenting your problems with panic to peace of mind. Can others do the same? And is writing that journey kind of therapy for people as well?
Yes, I would say that others can do the same, but it starts with your mindset. Like you have to believe that you can develop your own personalized routine. If you don't have the belief, then there's nothing that I can do for you. So you have to, like, I'm about empowering other people, but you have to empower yourself. So like I said, I went to therapy, and it was like my therapist, she gave me all the tools, but it wasn't until I believed in myself and really wanted to apply it to my own life. That's what made the difference. So if anyone wants to develop develop a personalized routine, peace routine, it is possible, but you first have to start with the belief and take action.
Excellent. And so this writing, it can be more than just therapeutic. It can be a means to create revenue. How has self-publishing created entrepreneurial opportunities for some of the women that you're able to help?
How has it created entrepreneurial opportunities? By self-publishing. So I self-publish via Amazon. That's the main platform. And then I've joined giveaways, like bundle giveaways with my book, as well as my journals and planners, because that's the low content. Like I do journals and planners with a mental wealth focus, self-care, self-love. So I do all that as well. So just by showing up for the bundle giveaways. Even I also do virtual networking events. So I bring that up as well. Like, hey, if anyone's interested in being and creating like a low content, no content digital business, or if they're interested in self-publishing, then that's a way to get other people involved in it. So that's what I've been doing for myself, and it's been working just by meeting people and introducing that. Like there may be women that already have their own business and they want to add a supplemental piece to their business. So that's when I come in and I offer to do the digital product for them.
That is excellent. Everyone has a story, obviously. You now have gone on to write more books, like From Irrational to Rational, but that confidence to continue writing, I mean, that took time. Is fear a big factor for many when deciding to move out of our comfort zone and become an author? And was it for you?
Yes, fear was definitely a big factor. Um, and it still has, fear is still a motivator. Um, it was a factor because like even when I first published my book, I didn't tell anybody for a few months. I was like, they don't know me as an author. They know me as a shy, introverted person. So now I'm an author. And I just actually had to do like a coming out post to my Facebook profile and letting you guys know, hey, I'm an author. And then it's just not the one time. It's facing like you're facing fears every day because there's people like you're thinking about the people who don't believe in you or you're thinking about what people think about you. Like you're concerned about what other people think. But then when you think about it, no one cares as much as you do. So if you just stay in your lane and you focus and let the fear be there, but just do it anyway. Because there's somebody who needs to hear your story. Like there's somebody listening, even though it may not feel like it, somebody is listening to you.
Absolutely. So, Tarafied Publishing specializes in mental wellness, personal development, and information publishing. As an Amazon publisher yourself, are you able to also help with maybe marketing and sales? Because I would imagine many women out there don't even know where to begin. And so is this kind of where you come in and help?
Right, exactly. So there's like a simple 4-step process that I follow as well. You have to research. You have to research your topic, then you write your outline, you polish and publish it. I mean, you polish it and then you publish your outline. So I do start at that point. And then, I do come in with the marketing as well. Like I mentioned that I join bundle giveaways. So in the bundle giveaways is you sign up as a contributor for the giveaway. And then there's many experts. And then when you combine with the host of the bundle giveaway, that's a way to build your list. So I do help with the marketing and the sales as well with the self-publishing.
That is great. Self publishing and sharing your story with others not only has empowered others, but really it empowered you. Providing tools to help others stop the cycle of anxiety, worry, and fear, that really has become your mission. Has this been rewarding for you?
I'd say it definitely has been rewarding for me, especially when I read testimonials. Someone actually told me that they didn't think anyone else thought the way that they do. And she said that just reading my book made her cry. So reading about that daily and reading about like people that I'm inspiring. And then when I work to help people develop their consistent journal routine, they're saying, hey, this really helped me. So it's definitely been rewarding, and I'm just looking to make even a bigger impact and reward even more women and to let them know that now's the time to share your story, even if you're introverted, even if you're afraid. I'm just like you. So if I can do it, basically you can do it. So that's the rewarding part for me as well. Like pushing past my own fears is rewarding for me too.
What a great story, and we're happy to introduce you and share you with our audience. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is her website. On the website, you can find the links to order the books that she has written. Also, check the testimonials and her blog. Quite a bit of information right there. And if you're constantly worrying, suffering from anxiety, she wants you to know that basically you're not alone. As nearly 18% or 40 million adults in America suffer from anxiety disorders. So reach out today to share your story as an author. Once again, that is Tarafied Publishing, helping female entrepreneurs reactivate their lives through self-publishing. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.